Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Our Dodge Ram has the standard mirrors on it. These aren't towing mirrors. So we want to add some 1A Auto upgraded towing mirrors. The ones that we have are direct plug and play. They'll have puddle lights, just like the original. They'll be heated, and they'll have the power fold option. So the direct plug-in. So for these mirrors to work, you'll have to have these exact options. There's no way to wire them in to upgrade them. I'm just going to turn the ignition on. You can see the power fold. And our replacement mirrors that are tow mirrors are going to work in the same exact way. And we'll show you how to install those. We use our plastic prying tool. You can get these from 1aauto.com so you don't damage your plastic trim or the paintwork. We need to pry off this little trim piece that's right at the top here. I'm just going to kind of flex it up and then gently pry, pop this out. That comes right out, it has a couple clips. We'll put that aside so we don't lose it. You can see there's 3 nuts holding on the mirror. However, the harness goes underneath the door where it's plugged in, so the door panel has to come off to get to that harness. I'm going to start by taking out the master window switch that also has the mirror controls in it. Again, use the plastic prying tool, get up underneath it, just pry it up. Comes out pretty easily. Whoops, I hit the lock button. There's a red plastic lock. You can use the plastic prying tool to pry it up, to unlock it, and then push in on the gray tab. And connector will come about. There's a hidden Phillips head screw behind this little piece of trim. So I'm going to use the plastic prying tool again. Try to sneak it under here. It might be too thick. If the plastic prying tool is too thick, you can use a very small flat-bladed screwdriver and carefully pry it in there. And you want to pry it down, and it will pop out of the clips and then kind of levers down off of where it slides in. That trim removed, you can see the Phillips head screw. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver, take it out. Put that aside so I can reuse it. Around the edge of the door panel, there are 6 T20 torque screws. They are plastic torque screws. They're basically just little clips that screw in there and then spread it out to hold the panel. Instead of having traditional clips that you don't see that are behind the panel that would push into the door metal, these have these little screws. You undo them and then we can pull the door panel off. But just make sure you get them all out so you don't go ripping them apart. Use a T20 Torx screwdriver. I'm going to go along the edge here and take these all out. Once they start to unscrew, they'll probably get to a point where they're loose and you can pull them right out. You're also going to want to grab the little grommet that they're in. I'll do that after I remove them all. And take one of our trim clip tools that has the little U cutout in it and try to pry this out so I can reuse them. Put my finger on it so it doesn't go flying across the shop here. Just go along the edge, pull them all out. You can't pull the door panel off without these removed. You can either break them or they'll go flying everywhere. And here's the last one. Let's get this trim tool under here. These can be a bit tricky. Sometimes you go underneath the trim. Oop, that one flew out. With all those out, the door panel should lift straight up and off of the door panel, steel door panel. Pick it up. It clips around the door frame, so we're just lifting it up and off. You can't go too far because the handle's in here. You have to slide it off the handle. And then of course off of the lock part. And there we have our door panels off. This is our mirror harness. We follow it down, and so we can see that it's going into this little junction block of wiring here. So these two get plugged in right here and here. There's a white and a black connector. I'm going to use that small flat-bladed screwdriver to push the lock in, and then pull the white connector out. Do the same for the black connector above it. The harness is clipped to the door panel. Try to carefully unclip it by pulling it really close to where it's clipped. It's kind of like one of those Christmas tree clips. If it doesn't want to come out very easily, you can use a metal trim clip tool and just gently pry on it. Then goes up and clips into the plastic here, and there's two tabs. They're really hard to see, but we're going to push them together with some needle nose pliers. Try to reach up in here, squeeze them together, and work that out. So what's happening is I'm going up in and I'm squeezing these tabs together so that it pulls out from the holder there. Now our harness is disconnected. We move on to the mirror. So we've got the window down. It's probably best to do this with the window down, the easiest way. There are 3 10mm nuts holding the mirror on. I'm gonna use a 10mm socket and a ratchet. I'm using a deep socket. You could probably use a regular socket and extension, but the deep socket just lets me get in here without using one. Start by loosening them. I'm not gonna take them all the way off. I'm also going to support the mirror with my other hand so it doesn't fall. And let's get this one loose here. It's kind of inside of this rubber weather stripping, but I'll just finish it off with my fingers. I'll unthread it all the way out. I'll put it aside so I don't lose it. I can thread these off with my fingers now. These nuts aside, and we'll feed the harness through the hole and work the mirror off. It does have a clip at the top, so you might have to give it a little bit of a nudge just to break it free. So that clip holds it to the body while you're tightening the bolt so it doesn't fall. And we'll just feed our harness to the opening. And that is our original mirror. Here's our original mirror from our truck. It's just black textured plastic, has the turn signal in it, also has the ambient temp sensor. It is power and heated. This is the upgraded towing mirror from 1aauto.com. It has the ambient temp sensor. This is power folding. It's also heated, and when you want to tow, you can flip this up like that to use it for towing. That part is manual. There is a couple options for these. You can get them in black textured or with the chrome. Since our truck has some chrome accents, we're going to add the chrome ones in. Additionally, these have a puddle light and the turn signal. So they will operate in the same manner as the original. They're just extended for towing. Has the same style mounts as the original. And the harness connectors are identical. And these will work as plug and play. And they're ready to bolt on. and give you a lot of years of great use. These will mount in the same way the originals. We're going to feed the harness through first. Make sure you have a good hold of these because they are a bit heavier. You don't want to drop them. Get your harness through. I'm going to push this clip into the opening in the body, and at the same time line up the studs. And I'm also going to hold on to it. And I've got the original nuts in my hand, ready to go. Get one caught here. Get the other one caught. And get the last one caught. Take our ratchet, tighten these up. Just kind of go evenly, draw them all in. You don't have to over tighten these because you don't want to pull the studs out of the mirror. They're just metal studs mounted in plastic. So once I feel them get tight, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to run our harness in the same way the original one was. Push this clip right into here. Black connector went on the top. And the white connector went in the bottom. And we'll just kind of snug this in here, just like the original. Now our door panel is ready to go back on. This procedure is nearly identical for the passenger side. It'll just look a little different because you're working on the passenger side, but same exact way. You'll take the door panel off, replace your mirror, unplug it, plug the new one back in, and you'll be good to go. To reinstall this door panel, you've got hooks on the inside of it, all along it, and they correspond with matching hooks and slots on the inner part of this door panel that's bolted to the metal part of the door. So when you go to put this on, we're going to want to guide your main wiring harness through for the master window switch. You have to lift this up, put the door lock in. If the rubber grommet pops out, that's okay. It easily pops back in, because then you're going to have to maneuver the door handle through the opening here, and kind of want to lift this up because the top edge will hook into here, and push that rubber grommet back in, get this top edge caught, and sort of lift it up. At the same time, I'm pushing it toward the door panel. I also want to line up this edge out here, so this needs to move this way. I need to go up some more. Okay, I'm just gently flexing up on the door panel to get into that channel. Pushing against it, and then trying to hook it into all the hooks. There's one there. Do the same on this side. All right, if that seems to be caught, you can push this rubber grommet down. Okay, I'll reuse all our plastic push clips. They'll go in here, go along the edge of the door, install those. Take our T20 Torx. We'll just screw these in. Can't really over tighten them, they'll just keep spinning. What you're doing is when you tighten them, you're spreading out those clips so they lock in place. Just repeat this for all of them. They might just push in on their own, but you can use the Torx bit to install them. And reinstall the Phillips head screw that came out of here. If you'll get tight, stop. Put the little panel back in. This slot will lock into the bottom, just like that, and then push up and lock in place. Reinstall the master switch. Find the correct orientation. It'll go in place. Push the red lock down, and then we'll push it back into the door panel. Reinstall the trim piece at the top here. Driver side is complete. Just repeat the process for the passenger side. Puddle light. It's right under here. And then for towing, you can flip them up, just like that. Put them back down. To adjust them. So this part of the mirror, the big part here, will be power. And then you'll set the outside one manually to where you want it. They are heated, and they also have power fold.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.